Welcome to the bit they call rock. Now let's hear our special guest host, Olga.
Hello, Alliance family. Super excited to be here. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Andy and Jane Albright, that you trust me to be in this call. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Andy Riddle and Angela Manso. You guys amazing. Thank you to my handsome husband, Jason Mathis. Love you so much. Our team, our agents, Alliance agents. And I have to say that thank you so much to President's Club, Lucero, Clay, lead performance. It's a bunch of leads. So talk to Ashland and her team is amazing. We love Jeff Wright. This guy helped us so much. Everybody helped us. Jeff helped so many agents, and Pam, his assistant. Thank you so much. Robbie Kraft and the development team. Thank you so much. Also, I have to say, Tim and Gay, oh my God, this couple helped us so much. So it's so many people helping us. I'm sorry for somebody that maybe I forgot, but love you guys and so blessed and grateful to be with the Alliance. And we have a powerful, powerful girls here today. And I cannot forget about Jack and Tia, because they help us to put everything together, how to get better in this call and look better. So, and what is the lie? What is this? Oh, it's super awesome. Thank you so much. And most of all, thank you to all the agents that are out there helping families. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And one of the things before we start with this amazing show today is to talk about National Convention. National Convention was what really changed our business, our life. Just to go there, it's going to be in Dallas, Texas. If you are really serious to do this business and be with the top producers, you're going to be with Andy and Jana Bry. It's going to be Mark Acera there. It's going to be amazing speakers, association, top producers. It's going to be a life change. So you cannot miss to be there. Why? It's an investment what you're doing. Some people say it's too expensive. No, it's not expensive. It's an investment because your life is going to change so much. Okay, so now the other thing that I'm going to talk to you is Ireland. Oh my God, Ireland is going to be awesome. I've never been in Ireland. So we're going to Ireland and we still have 3 weeks for the people who not make it yet. 3 weeks work really hard because I remember when I started this business, oh my God, I was trying so much, and don't wait to the end or don't get too relaxed because even a $10 policy maybe make you miss the trip. So work to the end, work as much as you can to make this trip. It's everything paid, is top of the line, everything. This is for 2023. And we have some new people who earn it already. I'm sorry for my accent, but it's the number one right now who make it this week was Auton or Autoin, something like that. You earned it, congratulations. And Jared and Rachel Doucette. Rachel is here with us. And they earned this trip in 9 months, guys, 9 months. So we're super proud of them. Congratulations to James and Pan Alara. And Jeremy Co-Edwards, congratulations. Awesome job. We're going to Ireland. Mia Fennell, woohoo! Mia Fennell. Sean Mayo and Taylor Loveless. Oh my God, we have a new couples going to Ireland to these trips. It's a really dream come true. And we have Caroline Powell that she's going to be there too with us. Super excited about that. And the next trip to Australia. I always dreamed to be in Australia. Never been. And when they announced that Jane and Andy arrived in Australia, I almost have a heart attack. Why? Because I said, Australia, that is a long trip. It's going to be 10 days, guys. It's going to be from USA, from the United States of America to Australia, Sydney, Australia. We're going to be there for a few days. It's going to be amazing. And then we're going to be in a massive cruise ship. It's going to be epic. It's going to be crazy good not to go. And it's more crazy. Andy O'Brien, Jenna Bright, I don't know what they're thinking, but I never see this before. Let me tell you, if you go to one of the big events, one event is 40,000 points. What? That is so crazy, 40,000 points. But in the whole year, we have 4 big events. So if you go to 4 events, it's 40,000 each event. So 40,000 times 4 is 160,000 points. And what you really need for the whole trip is 250,000. Andy Bright give you 40,000 if you go to all these events. 160,000. The only thing that you need, guys, is 90,000 points. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's work. We're going to go to New Zealand. And it's more. For the people who already earned a trip, you're going to get 25,000 points for each event. 4 events, 25,000 times 4 is 100,000 points. So the only thing that we need is 150. Come on, let's go. We're going to, Andy O'Brien, Jenna Bright really want so many people there. So let's do it. Okay, and the last thing before I call these girls, we have to talk about the hotspots, people who train us, the top leaders, where Andy O'Brien is going to be, where Gina is going to be. Like today, Gina is right now today, she is in Columbus, Ohio. Tonight, you can go and see her there. Or Alex Evian is having a training this afternoon, but he's going to be there tonight in Woodbridge, New Jersey. Okay? And Noel Lavintovich is in Phoenix tonight. And it's tomorrow and the next day, so many people traveling. I don't want to take so much time but just go to the hotspot. So how you go to the hotspot? You go to the arc, you scroll down, and then you look for Alliance hotspots. And everything is there. At what time you're gonna, oh my God. One sec, somebody's doing door knocking, but I'm gonna let it go. Okay, so so it's super good because you're gonna know at what time they're gonna be, at what time they're gonna do trainings, where is the cities, where is everything. So don't miss it, just go to the hotspots and you're gonna have all that, okay? So the other thing is, like Terry Edwards said, let's give the people what they came for, right? Right, Tia? So let's do that. So let me call the beautiful Rachel Doucette. Hey, Rachel.
Hey, Olga. Thank you so much for having me on this call. I feel so honored to be honest with Nina and Tia and you. This is so exciting. Thank you.
Yes, I'm super excited too because let me tell you, Rachel, I remember, I think it was a year ago in a national convention when I met you and Jared. Mm-hmm. And I saw you guys. I said, wow, this couple, so young, 2 beautiful kids, Oliver and Carter, beautiful people, good heart, hard workers. And it's amazing how you guys in 9 months earned that trip. Okay? So I'm proud of you, proud of Jared, because both of you are working so hard, and you made the trip last week. And so excited to know that we're going to be traveling together. And I know Janina and Caio met you, and then they show you this business. And to know that you are now part of our family. So I'm so happy and proud of you because I know it's not easy. I know that when I started this company, I didn't earn my trip the first year. I didn't. And to see you guys so young, beautiful couple, smell good, look good, dress up good. Oh my God. And then look, in 9 months, got the trip. So I'm super fired up about you guys. So let me ask you, tell me what you did before the Alliance and why you saw the Alliance as a better opportunity, Rachel.
So prior to the Alliance, I was working 2 jobs. I was working full-time as a clinician in prisons and jails and correctional facilities. which to some people is crazy. And I was working part-time as a nursing assistant. And I wasn't making a lot of money, but I loved helping people. So that was a passion behind it. But it got hard trying to juggle being a mom of 2 active toddlers, working both jobs, trying to have a personal life. And I was in school as well for nursing. So when we moved to Florida, we started looking at different jobs. And Jared actually found an ad on Craigslist for an insurance agent.
That's right.
I know. And I was so skeptical. I thought, that sounds boring. I don't want to do that. But Jared is persuasive. So we decided to take the chance. We got licensed before talking to anybody. And sure enough, Kyle and Nina called us off the state list, told us about the alliance and the opportunity. And they sounded so nice and they were excited. And we heard their whole stories. So a few weeks later, we went to NatCon and we met a bunch of strangers, but the nicest group of people I have ever met. And we haven't looked back. This has been an opportunity for me to still help people. And I can still be a present mom and wife, but this time it's on my terms.
Wow. And I remember that you told me not too long ago that you said you work in 2 jobs, in a prison, right? That's a hard job. How you did it? So what is it you did there?
I was a therapist for inmates.
Wow. And you so little without a lot of crazy people there.
A lot. There were maximum security prisons. It was men only prisons. I was working there through both my pregnancies. It was a lot, but I truly did enjoy it.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, that's an amazing job. And then you say something that you made me laugh so much when you said, I don't want to clean butts anymore. Behinds. I don't know. It's my accent. Tell me about that. What kind of job was that?
I was a nursing assistant. So as Jason says, I used to wipe people's butts.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Okay. So for how long you work in that 2 jobs?
For about 2 years, I was working both jobs.
And that's when you decide to move to Florida.
Yeah. Yep. I was working both jobs through COVID, and it was a lot. And the daycares closed down, and so I stayed home with the boys, and that's when we decided to kind of pack up and move and start somewhere fresh.
And then when you went to that national convention, I know you saw something there. What was that thing that you saw there?
Oh my gosh. The whole environment was just mind-blowing. And then seeing, our own uplines, Kyle and Nina, being called up on stage and being a top producer and listening to Terry Edwards, Stephen Davies, Paul Roberts, their stories were incredible. And, I thought if they could do it and maybe we could do it. And we saw Megan Woods winning every award possible. I'm like, we can do this. Let's give this a chance. Like, let's do this. Let's really do this full time. So we did. And we're doing good.
That's awesome. And so you think that go to this event, national convention, that is going to be in January 13th to the 15th, is going to be super important?
Absolutely. Yeah, you do not want to miss this event for anything.
So I just think about you that if you said, I don't want to go Jared, go by yourself. Do you think was really smart thing to do for you to say, you know what, let me go with my husband? Thank God you went.
Thank God I went. Yes. It really was just truly incredible. I never thought that the Alliance was something like this. Like everybody is a big family and everybody cares about each other, even if you're not on the same teams. And that really showed at NatCon. It's not like at other companies. Everyone cares about each other. It's great.
Right. Exactly. So Rachel, what does your business look like today, a year into the Alliance?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're coming up on a year. Well, we have a solid book of business going. We're writing annuities, IULs, we're doing Medicare, life insurance, a little bit of everything. It was a tough first year. There were so many times, Olga, that I wanted to quit. And then I called you and Jason in tears, and you guys were talking me off the ledge. It was an adjustment like anything else, especially since we started right when we moved here. And our kids weren't in school yet. For a while, we only had one car. And Jared and I had to figure out how to work best with each other. And it took practice, a lot of practice. And it was tough, but we have the same goal. And we knew that working this hard would lead to so many open doors in the future. And this opportunity, we were able to fund large IULs for each of our boys that is going to create such a financial legacy for them. Our first full month, full time, we did 18,000, and we've been keeping on because last month we did 17,000, and we're going to Ireland. Woo! Yeah, we've been on boards all year, and that motivates us, and we're staying up there. But honestly, though, we wouldn't be here without the help from our Alliance family. You know, Brian Rojas, Stephanie Rodriguez, Michelle Colin, Jerry and Cassie, of course, Olga, Jason, Kyle, Nina. You guys have done so much for us, and we are so grateful for accepting us and pushing us through. And I can't stress enough, go to the events, get around these people. They're powerful for your own personal growth and for your business. When I first started, you would probably recognize me with at least one of my boys with me. I'd bring them to Treasure Island for dial days or hotspots or events. So, you know, if you're a mom in this business, it's not impossible to be successful. If you want it bad enough, like I do, you'll find a way to make it work.
Right. And you say something powerful, super powerful. I want to quit, but I didn't. That happened to me. I want to quit so many times. And I knew there was nothing there, nothing better than the Alliance. And I knew that if I stay, even if it's not easy, it's a lot of ups and downs. But if you keep close to the people who's making the money, the people you're not going to ask your neighbor, because your neighbor is going to make you quit. You're not going to ask a broke guy, somebody who's not making no money. You want to ask people who are in the Alliance, like you said, all these people helping you. Mm-hmm. So you're not alone. The most important thing is call somebody, call your upline, call somebody that you trust. You cannot be alone. Do not quit. That is the most important thing. Do not quit, because you can see Rachel crying. I was crying too all the time because I couldn't make a sale. But look where we are right now. Is do not quit. I know it's not easy. The success, like John Maxwell said, is uphill. So it's not going to be easy. A lot of times I say, Jason, when is going to be easy? It's not going to be easy. Success, and if it's easy, you're not making the money. So you have to start to work and be around the people who's making the money, the people who's helping you. And okay, so the other question that I have for you is, how that your Medicare looks like? Medicare, because changing so much.
Yes, our Medicare business is growing fast, but we wouldn't be anywhere without the constant help from Ivy Wilson. There hasn't been a day in AEP that we haven't called her, even multiple times. So thank you, Ivy, so much. But we started selling Medicare, I think it was September, and Jared's really been the driving force behind it. He's absolutely crushing it. He's in it 110%. No doubt he'll be on those leaderboards come January. At the beginning of AEP, we established relationships with a lot of the carriers. And like Andy always says, make a friend before you need a friend. And now that we've submitted a lot of business with each of them, they've taken us out for lunches, and they want us to keep growing their business too. So whether it's through leads or marketing, events, referrals, it's all exciting. Medicare, it's allowed us to put multiple apps in the home, and we've had a lot of referrals that way too. We've pretty much become a one-stop shop for our clients. We've spent a lot of time with them building rapport and actually listening, and they trust you with all these products. So it's been great.
Wow. And I know you guys did almost 100 clients for Medicare.
Yep.
Wow. That is crazy. Amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How crazy is going to be next year when you start to get all the money? Woohoo! It's going to be awesome.
I know.
and you know what you said is super important. So many people who help us. So many. Mm-hmm. Like we have Ivy Wilson for Medicare. We have Gina for IUL. We have Chris Norris, and so many people helping us. And where you see that, just with the Alliance. So that is what I love about the Alliance. In 12 months, where do you see all your business?
Oh gosh, 12 months. I see us making New Zealand and Australia. We want to grow our business like crazy. We want to continue growing our team. We have some really great agents that joined us this year. We have LaToya, who's here in Florida. We have Alex and Casey in New Hampshire, and they're all licensed and contracted and getting after it. So, and they're all coming to NatCon. They see the importance of going. Yeah, so we're fired up, and they're for sure going to New Zealand and Australia with us. It's going to be a great year.
Wow. Yeah, and Alex, your brother, right?
Yes.
He just passed the test, and he's going with his girlfriend, Casey, to the national convention. So it's super important. Just go to national conventions, and they're going to do the job for you. You take all the new people there, and your life is going to change. They come back from the national convention and say, okay, I'm ready to do this business. So thank you so much. We love you, Rachel. Beautiful kids, beautiful family. So excited to see you this Saturday. We have our convention too, so it's going to be awesome. So thank you, Rachel. Love you. And stay in the line because maybe I'm going to call you again. Okay, so now I'm going to go with Janina Harry. Woohoo! Janina Harry. Hey, Janina.
Hello, Olga Mami, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Y tú?
Bien.
Muy bien. Janina, oh my God. We love you so much. Your beautiful family. The Kailani, 9 months or 8 months?
No, 9 months now.
9 months. She looks like 2 years old, baby. She's so big.
She's big, yeah.
So beautiful. Oh my God. Beautiful family. You just got married. Not just married, what, 2 years ago now?
Oh, a year.
A year. Looked like longer.
Right?
Baby, businesswoman, hard worker. Tell me a little bit before I ask you this question. How long you are with the business? Where you come from? Because when I think about German people, it's like this. So German, German. So tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, well, Olga, thank you so much for having me on a call. You and Jason, you guys are so awesome. Yeah, you took me in 2016. So February of 2016 is when I started with the Alliance. So that's about 7 years now, huh?
Wow. That's nice.
Yeah. And I moved here from Germany in 2012. So it's 10 years, almost 11 years that I live here now. In the States, and came here on a student visa. I worked in hospitality management before, and became a single mom shortly after 2013. Lorelai was born, and was looking for something else, for a new opportunity. And the Alliance fell in my lap. Also, for Craigslist, Ed. That's where you find the good ones, right?
Yes, like Terry and Tia. Woo!
Yeah, mommy.
Well, and how old is Lorelai now? 9 years.
9. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what a beautiful girl. And you guys live in San Agustin, Florida, buy a new house, living a good life, beautiful place. And now you are thinking to have another baby. I don't know how you do it. Let me tell you, Janina, I think about you and I say, what a strong woman. How many people we said, I have 3 kids. I have 2 kids. I don't have no time. And always have excuse. But Janina Harry don't have excuse. You keep working and keep working. And right now you are number 3 in the whole company of the Alliance.
Wow.
Number 3.
That snuck up on me.
And you just had a baby 9 months ago and you keep having these high numbers. And you have Lorelai that is 9. You had a husband. You had so many things. You do exercise. And I say, how you do all that? So tell me how you do it.
Well, Olga, really, everything I have now is because of Alliance money, right? Without the Alliance, I wouldn't be anywhere that I am right now. And I'm just so grateful. And I feel like, one of the main reasons why I submit and produce so much is I just don't want to go back to my old life. From me being a single mom, being poor, weeks where me and Lorelai, we really didn't know, how are we going to come up with the money for rent? How I'm going to feed her? Like, how is the next month going to look like? And that anxiety inside of me of my past life is driving me so hard, like I'm being chased by a lion. And that just brings me, to the point that I'm like, I gotta, be there. I have to, produce, be there in the morning. They're looking up to me. I want my children to be proud of me, right? And so that anxiety and those feelings, they just make me do certain steps, like having a schedule and sticking to it, right? It looks great on paper, but actually doing it. So I'm working Monday to Friday, and I do have a lot of help. I have an assistant that helps me booking my appointments, rescheduling appointments, following up with clients. I have my mother-in-law here who helps me with the daily housework, with laundry, grocery shopping. So I don't have to do that stuff. I'm really grateful. We are dropping off the kid to school in the morning, but we are not the ones picking her up in the afternoon. So, that frees us time that we can actually produce and make money and work. Yes, I want to, pick her up from school, but sitting an hour in car line and driving 30 minutes and driving 30 minutes back is 2 hours in the middle of the day where it's money time, right? So I don't want to miss that time of making phone calls, of running appointments. I'm setting goals next to my schedule. Things that I want to do is I have a whiteboard here that has all the days that we want to do vacation on when things are happening, like national convention. So I know I have to overproduce to have money in the bank, that when I'm not here, that there is still money there. So I don't have to be scared, right? I'm super persistent. I don't take no for an answer. So I never have. When somebody says no to me, I'm just thinking not yet, or they don't mean it. So, so grateful for, Andy to build the alliance and giving us these contracts with all of these companies. We are working together with over 35 different companies, and all of them have amazing products. So when you're in a house and somebody has insurance already, which only means for me, they're buying insurance. So if they have one policy, they're going to buy 2 or 3 more, right? And there's always something that we can help them with. If it, would it be a children policy, hospital, Medicare, and they're always knowing somebody. So that helps me a lot. But this is all stuff, that I have developed over the years here, right? So it's ongoing 7 years with the Alliance. So it's not like I just woke up one morning and this is what's all put in my head. And these are all things that I have picked up, during the time of the Alliance, attending the meetings, listening, to the audios and reading the books and, picking out little brackets here and there, and following that stuff and making it a part of your day brings you to be a big producer.
That's right. And you know what? I'm super proud of you. I remember yesterday. And Janina, I see you when you talk with so much passion, emotion, like I want to cry. Like when you talk, like I remember when you called me one time crying because you're so afraid. You said, oh my God, what I'm going to do? So afraid that you're not going to have the money to pay rent because in that time you didn't own a house. And I said, Janina, you have to relax. And that's why I always say, not too high, not too low. We have to be in the middle because I know how you feel because I live it too. I don't have no college degree. I don't have a career. And I remember that I was struggling paying my bills too. And but when you are with the Alliance, you start to dream again. And you talk about goals, the schedule, system. So we have a system that helps us to do all that. So you stay, like you said, I am persistent and you are consistent.
Yeah.
And you are from Germany. You are a strong woman. No matter, nothing distracts you because, yeah, exactly. Because you have a Lorelei, you have a Kailani, you have Kyle, you have your mother-in-law, you have so many things. You have dogs, you have birds, you have so many. Oh my God, that look like a zoo in your house.
Yes. And they all want to eat.
What?
And they all want to eat.
Yeah, exactly. And then I said, oh my God, maybe Janina's going to have the baby eating right there in the call. And I'm super, super proud because the way how you are, that even that you pregnant, you work, how many months you were like almost the 9 month pregnant.
Yeah, so my last day in the field was January 26th, and I gave birth February 15.
Oh my God, you almost have the baby in one of the clients' house. Every time that you go to this house, what they said, oh my God, lady, with that big belly.
Yep, that was a big belly right there.
In a bag, and nothing to stop you.
Nope.
Oh my God. Okay, so what would you tell a new person as a single parent or maybe married or a couple, somebody new getting into the business? What will be your advice?
I would say work with the hours that you have. Like, everybody got stuff going on, right? If you don't have little kids, then you maybe have a grandma that you have to take care of, or a sick brother that you have to take care of. Like, stuff is always going on and life is always happening, right? You always find an excuse with why not to work. But if you were to have a job, you have to show up there, right? I mean, I haven't had a job in a long time, but I know that you get in trouble if you don't clock in on time, and you have to clock out on time. So why not treat the same way here, right? So, working with the hours that you have is, I'm saying, look, we are dialing Mondays for Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursdays for Friday and Saturday, right? But some people maybe can't do that. When I was a single mom, I wasn't able to do that. I had to work with the hours that were available with the babysitters and the help that I did have. So on Mondays and Tuesdays, for instance, when Lorelai was in school, I would do my recruiting. And on Wednesdays, when she was in school, I would dial for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And in the evening time, I would pick her up, had the afternoon with her. In the evening, I would go and drop her off at her gymnastics. It was from 5 to 7. So I would just take my leads in the car with me. And while she's, doing her thing, I was sitting in a parking lot and I would, continue dial. And even if I was booked up, I would just double book, because even for me, I'm getting no-shows. People cancel on me and they're at home. So, I have my door knock list with me and stuff to, really make the most out of my time. So, work with the hours that you do have, connect with your upline, connect with the alliance, go to the meetings. It is so important to, not isolate. I still do it sometimes, where I'm like, and I'm going in my little, turtle, like acting like a turtle. I'm all snugged in and I want to be by myself, but that's not the right way of doing things. Like, you have to be with the people that are making money, they're believing in you, and, they're excited to see you and they're going through the same stuff. And, invest in yourself. Like, I wrote something when you were asking me that question the other day. I wrote something to my younger self. All right. So this is what I said. I said, okay, listen, girl, yes, it's hard. Yes, it's a lot of hours, little sleep, and a lot to learn, but take it one day at a time. You will feel weary and broken. You'll often wonder if you have made any progress at all. But by simply giving God everything you're struggling with each morning, you have already won. If you get tired, learn to rest and not to quit. Stick to your upline and always remember they want you to do good, because if you do good, they will do good. Hang around the people of the alliance, make a friend. And a year from now, it'll be easier. Your dream doesn't have an expiration date, so take a deep breath and keep going. Remember, your baby is watching you and she'll be proud of you, what you have accomplished. You will have money and time. Stop listening to the noise of the non-believers and get an assistant today. Don't wait anymore to start recruiting and start dreaming of the life you'll have if you invest in yourself and go to all the events and finally buy some goddamn leads.
Wow, that was awesome. And so you say something really super important. Follow the system.
Yeah.
Have a schedule. And if they don't answer, go and do a knock.
Yeah.
Tell me something about door knock. Do you have success with door knock?
Yes, I do love door knocks, and I love the yellow sticky notes. Even, you see there are cars in the driveway, they are not opening the door, they see you're coming, and they hear you knocking, but they are not opening the door. You leave that yellow sticky note that says delivery, you put your phone number on there, they're for sure calling you because they want to have whatever you got. And if I'm around the corner and I see that the phone number on my phone is matching up with my lead, I'm not calling back. I just go right back because I know they're home. They just got my sticky note. So yeah, I do love those. Yeah, because I'm the same way, and it starts with me, and I'm part of the problem too. That if I don't recognize the number, I'm
right
not the first time.
You part of the phone, answer our phone calls. Yeah. Yeah,
so I'm just the same. So, I'm hoping if I fill out something like that, not knowing anything about insurance, and that somebody comes and hunts me down too, and things change, they have different reasons why they're not picking up the phone, the number disconnected, whatever. Just go to the house, knock on the door, smile, and force yourself in.
Do you ever feel like Rachel said, like she want to quit? Me too. I have moments that I want to quit. Do you ever have the moments?
Yeah. But what else is there, right? What else is there that brings us, especially you and Jason, like there is no other Olga, there is no other Jason. So I don't know where I would be able to make the money that I'm making, not having anybody breathe down my neck, always watching what I'm doing, nobody to report to. If I look back on the 6 years, it was always up and down. And I know how many phone calls we both had, where you're like, Janina, you just have to calm down. Please stop crying. It's going to be okay. You said to me, you cannot always call me and be so happy about, I sold today and I sold yesterday, but today you didn't make a sale and now you're crying. Like, you have to find a level. And that, stuck with me. And, through all these years and reading more books and getting, my anxiety and, everything under control, that, yeah, being with the Alliance, I'm just so grateful. One of my goals at the beginning of the year is always by April or May, I'm going to have the trip. I'm not going to miss any trips. I want to be on the trips.
And you always make the extension.
Not always. At the beginning, I didn't.
Oh, when I'm talking about now, always you don't miss the trips.
Yeah, but, maybe like the last 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And the most important is not quit, because we all have the moments. And like you said, just keep calling the person that can help you. And if you have a husband, the husband maybe want to quit today, but you don't want to quit today. So maybe you want to quit tomorrow, but he don't want to quit tomorrow. So, so we help each other right here. So what advice would you tell somebody, something not to do to get to shorten their learning curve? How you say curve?
Yeah,
you know what?
You need to ask an American.
That's Tia and Rachel, exactly. Okay.
Yeah, everything that we already went over. I mean, you gotta follow the eight steps. Read the books. Certainly, your learning curve is only going to happen if you connect to somebody and take the training in. Go to dial sessions. If you're really serious about getting better and getting better fast, you need to go to the next office, even if it's, a 3-4 hour ride to get there. I mean, Olga, you went from Jacksonville to Miami. And it's like a 9-hour ride to get down there. You did that every week in order to get better. And, if you've done that, anybody should be doing that too. It's like, oh yeah, the office is 50 minutes away from my house. I can't drive there. It's like, that's not an excuse when you hear Olga Mathis' story. If you're saying, oh man, I have an accent. Well, I have an accent. Olga has an accent,
Right.
Either try to get better or embrace it. You know, it's just cute. Olga, you have the cutest accent, you know, cutest Spanish accent that I've ever heard. So, you know, you're embracing it and everybody understands you.
But
so.
I don't have an accent anymore. What are you talking about?
Yeah, definitely, you know, show up to the meetings, be there, go to the national convention. Oh my God, the first national convention or the first event that I went to in Burlington, North Carolina, I didn't even have the gear. It was freezing cold. I know I did not have the right jackets, not the right boots. It was so cold. And I know back then we were like front row, people standing there at 4 a.m. in the morning, waiting for the doors to open. What some good times, right?
And we there at 3 in the morning, with the doors to open at 7 to be in that front row. You think we want successful?
Oh my God, like, it was beautiful. But I, you know, saw people there was like top producers, and they would walk the stage. They had missing front teeth. I was like, what? You're a producer? I'm a crusher here. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Oh my God, yes. But thank you so much, Janina. We love you, proud of you, excited to know that we're going to go to Ireland, and then we're going to go to New Zealand. And it's amazing. The life that we live with the Alliance. I never, ever thought, because me as a luggage handler, throwing bags into the belly of airplane. I don't have no school, no college degree. I just have a lot of want to. Came from Colombia, Mexico, and illegal, no papers. And you see people, American people speak perfect English, and some people have a lot of excuses. But no, if you want to change your life, no matter what, I came with no papers, illegal for 4 years. But I always want something. I couldn't, my dad died, and I couldn't go to his funeral. I couldn't go because I knew that at 17 years old, I had to have that responsibility to say, you know what, if I go to Colombia, who's going to help my mom and my 2 brothers? So it's how much you want it, how much you want to change your life. Okay. And no matter what is the most important thing, do not quit. Because if you quit, and where are you going to go? Like you said, like Rachel and you, Janina, said, where are you going to go? To make $10, $12 an hour?
Oh, geez.
It's the same, and you're not going to make more. And then when you retire, when I retired from American Airlines, it's funny when I go to houses that they said, oh, I cannot wait to retire. Did you really? How much you have in your retirement? Oh, no, I'm going to live with the Social Security. Did you, excuse me? You know how much is the Social Security? And maybe at that time that you're going to retire, it's not going to be Social Security anymore. So if you want your life to change, you have to do something different. Alliance is the right place. We really love it. This is like a family. We help each other. We travel together. We eat good. We do so much, and we really have fun. Okay, so thank you, Janina. We love you, proud of you. So now let me talk to Tia Edwards. Hey, Tia.
Hey, Olga.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
You look so beautiful with that glasses.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting older, Olga.
Oh, God. Not me. Okay. Well, Tia, we're so proud of you. We're super proud because you are a hard worker person, beautiful family, doing so many things, church. And I remember when we met you, I remember like what yesterday too. Jason, I was with Andy Albright, Jane Albright, with the top leaders. And Jason one night came in the hotel and said, Olga, I just got this guy, Terry. You really? He said, yeah, he is going to be amazing. You really? Why? He was so fired up about Terry.
Right.
And then when we met you, what a beautiful family. How amazing mom and dad you guys are. 4 kids, big family. Now Elijah is 18.
17. Woo, slow down. He's 17.
And he's driving now?
He's driving, Olga. Yes, ma'am. Has his own vehicle.
I thought he was 18.
No, not yet. Next, that'll be next September.
Hold my horses.
Yes, slow down.
And how old is Isaiah?
So, all right, so I'm gonna just give you the ages of all of them. So Elijah is 17, Anaya is 16, Isaiah is 14, will be 15 in January, and then Taylor, she's 7. And then we have Bruno. He's new to the family. He'll be a year next week. He's our little Yorkie.
That Bruno is so beautiful. Oh my God. So, yeah, beautiful family. So, Tia, the way your husband Terry tell it, you were super skeptical when he started the business, or when the beginning with the alliance. What happened that you feel that way, and how did it change?
So, the word skeptical, I think, the more I think about it, I have to change that, because we were in a bad situation when we first got started here. So just giving you a little bit of background, as you already know it, but, we had 3 small kids in elementary school. I was 7 months pregnant, and we had moved to Georgia for Terry's dream job as a CEO. And I think it's more so I didn't trust. I had problems with trusting people at that moment, because from the moment we drove onto our driveway in Georgia at that pretty house, I remember the company that brought our things, the moving company, they looked at us and they clearly said, "Hey, we can't move a thing off our truck. We have not been paid." The trust issue started right there. The credit union had not paid the tow company. So our kids supposed to start school that Monday, and it was that Saturday when we moved there, we had to pay over $7,000 just to get our stuff in the house over. That's where the trust really starts. So I don't know if I was skeptical as I think about it. And then as time, 2 weeks later, Olga, on my birthday, 4:58 p.m., Terry receives an email from their attorney office, basically serving his termination notice. I haven't never met these people. Terry and I met them a few times, but they terminated Terry by email. So that's why I said I don't know if it was that I was skeptical. It was more so trust. And then here comes April. We're going to have Taylor, and Terry's ready to introduce me to new people I haven't never met before. You and Jason, Mark Marsalis, Andy and Jane Albright. I don't know y'all. I don't know if y'all are going to do the same thing that the credit union did to us. I don't know you. So what changed was my mindset shifted when, Olga, I came to, at the time it was called the Leadership Conference, which is now is our family reunion. And you encouraged me. You was always on the phone with me. You encouraged me, and Terry and Mark and all y'all encouraged me to come to the Leadership Conference because I was going to see something big. So that Friday morning, we used to have the women's seminar. And so it was women, Jane Albright, Diane Lamping, Noelle Leventovich, a bunch of women in the front of the room sharing their story, sharing how successful they are with their spouse. And then later on that day, I saw couples on stage. Me and Terry used to be a part of a network marketing company, and we always had a dream of being on stage, sharing our story and training. And so when I saw all of that, I looked at Terry, I said, we're at home. We ain't going nowhere. The alliance is where we're supposed to be. I later on got my license, started helping with recruiting, encouraging, talking to agents, and just doing whatever I needed to do to help Terry, help our business to grow and be successful. So it went from trust issues to helping our team grow. So that's where we're at right now, Olga.
But I just think about what you just said, that I'm talking about and thinking before you start with Alliance, when you go and you have everything in the truck ready to move to the house, they cannot do it because they didn't pay. And then he got terminated before he started his job.
Yeah. Before he started his job.
So I just cannot imagine how I just cannot. How was Terry?
Yeah, Terry held it in really good, because it was like, now he tells me, like, when he used to leave the house, he would be on the side of the road crying. He would talk to our pastor, who's now our pastor here now. He would talk to him and try to get encouragement from him and our friends, because one thing we didn't do is we never told our parents. our parents never knew our situation until we moved back here to North Carolina, because we knew the burden that it would put on them. And so my mindset at that moment, when Terry started running business, I was the negative one. I was that negative spouse, popped my lips. I didn't understand why he was in the basement booking all these appointments. I knew he had to make money because, you know, that was obvious. But arms folded, holding Taylor. Don't you want to hold your baby before you leave? You know, like my mindset was the crazy one, Olga. And so it shifted once I got around y'all and got around other leaders of the Alliance. So we're just thankful. I'm just thankful. And so I want to just put this plug in there. Like, if you are that spouse that may be negative like I was, or if you're even the supportive spouse, next month, I'm going to tell you, you need to be there. Like, be at NetCon. There's going to be something said on stage that's going to change your life, that's going to change your family's life, that's going to change your marriage. It's not just going to be business. It's going to be life. It's going to be spiritual things being said from the stage. So I advise you, and look, at the end on that Sunday evening, if you don't think it was worth you coming, if you don't think it was worth you finding multiple babysitters to get there, come find me. Because the only thing I'm going to tell you is that get to the next event. If this one didn't change you, get to the next event. So,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Thank you, Tia. Yeah, that is, for me, that was one of the most important things. That is what make you really, when you see all these people there, the top leaders, and it's like you said, it's not just, it's family, it's family oriented, it's so much.
Yeah.
So how you manage your schedule, Tia? You are a busy woman, kids, school, football, business, gym, even a table in Walmart for Medicare. Come on. Yes. How you do it? You're like a superwoman.
Oh, that's what Terry be saying, Olga, around the house. How you be doing all this stuff? But no, I use my phone. Like, my phone, Olga, is and I get it from my parent, my mama and my grandma's them. I've seen how they raised us, Olga, and they worked full-time jobs and still came home to take care of the house. So I get it from them. I can't be lazy because they wasn't lazy. And I have Anaya and Taylor watching me, so I can't be lazy because I don't want them to be lazy. But my schedule, Olga, and I'm not perfect at it, but I use my phone for everything. Like, I don't use a planner. I use my planner mainly for the Medicare clients. But other than that, I have alarms going off all day long. So I had to put my phone on airplane mode so none won't go off right now. But it's like 2 weeks from now, I have alarms set for what I'm supposed to do. So that's how I help manage our day. And then it's like, I also put my life in boxes. Like, there's this book called Off Balance, and it talks about organizing your life. So I have a box for my family. I have one for my spiritual life. I have one for my health and fitness. And I have one for the business. So that when I'm in that area, I'm in that area. Like a couple of weeks ago, I'm at the Medicare table helping our community. Here comes a text from Anaya thinking her urgency is our urgency. I'm at the Medicare table. Terry's out running business. You're supposed to be in school in classroom. So I nicely text Miss Anaya back and I say, hey, Anaya, we will discuss this when we get home. So you got to make sure that you know what's important at that time. So that's how I organize my day. And it starts at 5:30 in the morning at the gym. I'm a little selfish, so I get up early and go and spend some time with myself. Just keep it going, Olga. Even and like Janina said, you know, Janina run business. I don't run business. I help recruiting and managing the office and helping our agents. So Janina, when I go to the school line. I take them to school and I am in the school line. So I'm not wasting time when I'm in the school line. I am helping my agents get contracted. I am showing them where the training videos are. I am connecting them with Terry when it's time for them to go out and sell. So it's like, even that's what I like about what we do, Olga. It's like, we don't have to be sitting behind a desk to make this business a success. Wherever we are, Janina, she's running business. She's probably listening to her audios and everything else. But it's like, wherever we are, our business go with us. So that's what I do like about what we do. Like, we don't have to sit right here and be successful.
That's right. Yeah, that is the amazing thing about this, that we don't have to, like when I used to work in American Airlines, even to go to the bathroom, I had to ask for permission.
Right.
And when you unloading a plane, you cannot even go to the bathroom because you have to finish doing the job. But here you manage your own time. And what I see, you are super organized. I mean, and I love that. I had to get better in that part, get more organized. And I love you talking about the schedule and all that. And what advice do you give somebody that is new to have success fast?
So for a new person to have success fast, Olga,
yeah,
there are 3 things. May not be the most important, but it's the 3 things to me that stands out. First, I feel like you should have a serving heart. Like, be a blessing to others, and the blessing is going to come back to you. Serve your clients. You know, give them your all in all while you're sitting in front of them, or your agents. You know, how can you encourage your agents to go out there and have success? Like, we have Kathy Hepburn. Mia qualified for the trip. And here is Kathy Hepburn. She's like right there, Olga, about to qualify. Next week, her name will be called first time qualifying for a trip. So it's like yesterday, me and her on the phone while I'm heading to take Taylor to school, well, pick her up from school. And she's sitting there, and one of her clients is so excited, wanted to talk to her mentor. So I'm on the phone talking to her and her client, how excited they both are and how he's excited about her qualifying for the trip. So just being there for your agents, serving them, and then serve your upline. You know, of course, your upline, they want you to get out there and sell and make money so that everybody can, you know, be successful at this. But outside of the money, how can we serve our upline? And then another thing, number 2, is value your time so you're not wasting time. So whatever that's important right now, you deal with that right now. So when we get off this call, we're about to get off this call. What is it that we're about to do? Are we about to sit back and watch Netflix because we've been on this call for an hour? Or are we about to go and book some appointments, recruit, or reach out to some agents? So do whatever that's important right now. And then the last thing I would say, Olga, is kick butt to qualify for the New Zealand trip. Like, do whatever it is that you have to do, because I'm telling you, these are 5-star trips that the Alliance and our carriers have partnered together to make these trips a success for us. So sit down with, the main thing is sit down with your leader and y'all strategize a plan and come up with a deadline on when you should have this trip qualified. You don't want to be sitting around on December 30th wondering, did I qualify? Did I qualify? No, set a deadline and get to work. So that's what I would say. Serve and value your time and make that trip.
Wow, serving and have a heart, serve your clients. And I see how much you help your agents. I went to Houston last month and Kathy was there. And she said, oh my God, I'm so happy that Tia and Terry is there for me, always helping me. And I'm going to make this trip. I'm going to make it. And look, she's super close. And I agree with you. And Marnie and Sabrina, they are super close too. And I remember when I was trying to make my first trip, I couldn't even sleep. I have so much stress trying to make the trip. Was the 31st and trying to make it. In the first week of January, I couldn't sleep, waiting to see if I make it or not, because you can even not make it for $10 policy. That's why you have to not wait to the last minute. So the first year that happened, but I said, never, never again. It's what, like you said, you have to sit down with the person who's helping you and say, okay, I need to make this money. What is the month that I'm going to do it? When is the month that I'm going to earn the trip? So like that, you don't have so much anxiety and so much things like I used to have. Yep. And the last thing is, I know that something with Alaya. So what happened that I saw yesterday that Alaya and Asea got? And I think you got a car for him.
Yeah, so Elijah, so they're at a new high school. Elijah, Anaya, and Isaiah, they're all at the same high school. And so Elijah, they had their football recognition event ceremony. And so Elijah got recognized for like the top player for giving it his all. So he got a plaque for that because, and this was something that his teammates actually voted on the person. So he's kicking butt. Isaiah's kicking butt. Right now, Isaiah's in lacrosse. He's fired up about that. That is new to all of us. So we're all learning lacrosse. And Anaya, she's cheering. She's a cheer captain with her cheer team. So they're all doing good things, Olga. And that's why it's so important. Me and Terry, like, we're trying to set an example for them. And I got to give it up to Terry, Olga, before we get off this call. Like, Terry is like an amazing leader, not just with the Alliance, but even at home. He's not perfect, but I'm telling you, like, when he set goals, he tries his everything to reach those goals. And so I'm glad and I'm thankful that I get to have all of him. So I'm thankful that he didn't even listen to me 7 years ago when I was very negative.
Wow. So, and it's so awesome to see that now, because of the example that you and Terry show the kids, they start to be leaders.
Yep.
And, and the other kids start to see that.
Yes.
And, and I'm pretty sure Taylor is like a leader in your family. Like, she want to manage everybody, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And even at school, I know we got to get off, but even at school, her teacher sent a message to me saying, Taylor is giving her all. She's putting in that work. She said, and it's because of what y'all are doing at home. So that right there was it for me. And thank you for having us all on this call, Olga. We all appreciate everything that you do. You and Jason do for us. Thank y'all for picking us, for being up here today.
Thank you. I'm super fired up about you all three. Thank you so much. Love you guys. And let's see you in National Convention. And Rachel and Janina, I'm going to see you this Saturday in Tampa. But love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Olga.
Bye-bye. Have a great day. Ciao.